I do have to ask you whether you believe that current AI is groundbreakingly transformative or not, because there seems to be like two camps and they both seem to have pretty convincing arguments. So in one corner, you have folks saying AI is literally 5 seconds away from becoming Skynet and murdering us all. And then on the other, there's others, people saying it's a massively overhyped guessing machine, nothing more than a glorified autocorrect. So I was wondering, which camp do you fall into?
Yeah, neither is the short answer. So let me set it up. I think that there's a variety of different camps, and you set it up quite nicely there. The one side says these large language models, generative AI, ChatGPT, they're what are called stochastic parrots, which I think is a beautiful term. And the idea is that they are effectively machines which are sophisticated text prediction machines. They predict, you type in something and they'll predict what comes after that. And they're very, very good at it. But they're no better than a parrot at sort of repeating what humans can do. So they're stochastic parrots, and they're sort of based on this probability distribution of how language works. In that case, these machines are fancy. They can do some interesting seeming things, but there's no real intelligence there, and there's nothing beyond some sophisticated pattern matching. On the other hand, you have people, and there's a lot of people within the sort of advanced AI labs who will say, this is the foundation for artificial general intelligence, and then something like artificial superintelligence. An AI which is better than humans at every conceivable sort of task that we could imagine. And neither of these, I think, really get at what they actually do, these machines. I don't think that these large language models are the foundation for artificial superintelligence. They might be part of something like that. And I think something like artificial superintelligence is at least theoretically possible, but these are not sufficient to get us there. On the other hand, the stochastic parrot critique, I think, misses that things are evolving. These machines are getting better and better at the sort of tasks that we want them to do. And I think it underplays the significant elements of what they actually can do already. So my sort of path is in between. And there's a recent paper that came out. I forget the two authors' names offhand, but it's called AI as a Normal Technology. And here AI is a sort of transformative technology akin to something like the steam engine or electricity or general purpose computing. But it's not something which is going to, completely revolutionize the world. It's not artificial general intelligence, but it will have significant economic, political, and social impacts that will crucially take time to unfold. So it's not something which is going to happen, as you might hear from AI research labs. It's not going to happen over the next year or two. It might take a decade or 2 decades for this stuff to unpack.
Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, follow and rate on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, marketing tutorials. Insist, it's really important that I hassle you about that, so I'm doing it. Also, if you'd like to, please support me on Patreon. This is a one-person podcast. I know I say this every time, but I do everything by my little old self. There's no team behind me. It's very, very sad, I know. But you can help by hopping on Patreon and finding the Smart Cookies podcast on there. And then last but certainly not least, I have to thank my existing patrons. Without you, there would be no Smart Cookies, which makes you the real actual producers of this show. So eternal thanks to Matija Renčel, Dumi Holdis, Andraš Rakušček, Florian Hauer, Peter Karba, Matija Zupančič, Dejan Žulnir, Darej, Rok Tržan, Saša Vipotnik, Neven Cvijanović, Juš Premrov, Nate Sir, Goran Ivašić, Anže Sever, Ole, Marin Ferrara, Aljaš Mahar, Štrole, Ajda, Mancian, Miha Medved, Medinho, Goran, Gordon Lorenzo, Jurečuk, Mila, Carmen, Veronica, and Taichi. Thank you so much. Your support means the world to me.